everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing, people? So, got a massive game coming up. Reading, as you know, in 8th, and got a bit of a dry voice. Gonna have to drink a lot of Popski today. But welcome in, guys. Welcome in. I've got the lineups for you. We've got a long way to go. Got a long way to go as he throws the site around. But hey, that can stay there. That can stay there. One more time. In you go. Lovely. Just there. Lovely. Welcome in, guys. We are live. The Reading game is coming up probably in about 13 minutes. I'm looking at the guys warming up out there and everything looks pretty good. But like I say, welcome in, welcome in. Got to do one thing. Just one moment, please. Excuse me. There we go. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Now you can hear the guy. Don't have to shout anymore. We've got everything ready for you. You'll see starting lineups. Everything is coming to you lovely. I'm going to cough a couple of times because I'm a little bit dry today. But it's really dry where we are. We live in a dry part of the world. So we've got loads of water and we're ready to rock and roll. Change the angle. I've changed the angle. Listen, chat is right there. The game is there. No, I don't have to do the crazy swinging head thing. So, yes, let's bring up the game. Everything's looking good. Just one quick second. Oh, yes. Yep, that's better. That's feeling better. Okay, let's bring up the show. That is the game. Oh, I'm having a blast. I'm having too much fun. I shouldn't be having this much fun. But again, I can't see anything on the screen right now. But what I've got to tell you is, you're there, the game's there, and I'm looking there. So instead of the last game, this is a different angle. I think that works beautifully. Camera's in the right place, you're in the right place, I'm in the right place, we're in the right place. It's nighttime football in the UK. Welcome, welcome everybody worldwide, wherever you are. Wrexham fans, welcome in Reading fans as well. I tell you, 11-3-3 on the season. You're going to hear that quite a few times. But Wrexham are going up against a team today that is 11-3-3 at home. Pretty damn good. The road form is not the greatest for Reading, but if it were, like I said in the pre-game, which you should take in the pre-game and then come to this, I tell you, you're in the right place. But if their road form were better, I'm saying Reading would be higher in the table, probably 4 or 5 at least. But because they're 8th, 55 points, it's the road form that's not really the best. Wrexham's road form isn't the greatest either, but lately, 4 wins back-to-back, you could say, yeah, it is pretty good actually. 4 wins back-to-back, who doesn't want that? So looking at it that way, yeah. But I got to say, there's a long way to go tonight's game. Phil Parkinson as well. You're going to say, what's the lineup going to be? I'm going to give you the lineups here in 2 seconds' time. But in saying that, Wycombe is on the weekend as well. Phil's got to really get this lineup right and still have legs and quality for the Wycombe game on the weekend. You shouldn't prioritise any game ahead of each other. I get that. I really do get that. But in essence, the Wycombe game, that's the game we've been waiting for pretty much all season because we knew it was coming. As time has gone through this season, Wrexham and Wycombe dueling for second and third because we all know Birmingham, got to tell you, we knew Wycombe were going to be the team to stay with and to compete with, and it's coming to an end. The weekend is when Wycombe is going to be welcome Wrexham. So Phil Parkinson has got to book these teams very well. He's got to rotate the squad. You know he's going to have to. He's got to pick the right team. He's got to get people motivated. You see a couple of faces on the bench once in a while when you're looking closely at the bench. And sometimes, as I'm looking at a screen coming off here, and I still can't see the guys on the field. The IAP is still blocking the view. But sometimes some of the guys on the bench, everybody wants to play. Everybody wants to be a starter. But you can't all be the starters, right? Some people have to be bench players. And, you know, for whatever reason, injury, suspensions, whatever, rotations, you have to go on the bench. It's just what you have to do. But Jack Marriott, Injury, broken leg, early in the season, 5 goals, things were going great, 5 goals in 9 games, gets the injury, then he's out. Gets rehabbed, comes back, and since then he has had little cameo performances, and I don't know if he feels that he's not being prioritised correctly, because for most of this season, Jack was the top scorer on 5, and he's stuck on 5. But when you have a guy like Jack Marriott, who wants to play and eagerly wants to be out there and do his part for the team, if he's not getting out there, it starts eating away at a player. Listen, if you've played, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you don't want to sit, you want to be part of the action. And if you are on the bench, you're literally asking the coach, all right, when am I getting in? If I'm going to sit, that's fine. But am I like a 60-minute? Am I 70 minutes? Am I coming in at half time? Don't want to sit all game. So you hear what I'm saying. So Jack Marriott, keep an eye on that one. I like Jack. I like what he's brought. He's been a club man all the way through, but he doesn't want to sit. Starting lineups before we go anywhere. I'm going to give you the starting lineups. We've got about 8 minutes to kick off. Hey, there we go. The app is out of the way. Lovely. Okay, they put a red screen up for the blue one now. Okay, we're getting into gear. We're getting into gear. Scott, how you doing, my friend? I tell you, they took the iApp cover away from us, but right now we're going through the ads like you will be. If you're watching on the iApp, you're getting the ads right now. Sync yourself with me, and you'll know where you are. But welcome in, Scott, and some echo, a little echo on my feed. Well, I'll tell you what. I wonder what that might be. Everything should be the same here. I've got the right mic and everything, so as long as I'm clear, that's the main thing, Scott. Let me know if I'm not clear, but it should be good to go. Everything has not been changed. But, yeah, the game is coming to us. The guys are coming in. Rodriguez and Dobbo coming in down the tunnel. George Evans is coming into the tunnel. Ryan Barnett's just talking in. Now the guys on the field. See a lot of smiley faces. James McLean. Jacob Mendy. Okay, there you go. Phil Parkinson having a big discussion with Jack Marriott on the field. Now, isn't it funny? I'm talking about Jack Marriott seconds ago. And right now, Phil's on the field having a good old talk with Jack. Looking at the crowd so far, it doesn't look like it's a sellout, that's for sure. The Majestic Stadium, remember that place from the Premier League days when they used to have some fantastic games, but it's kind of sad in a way to see Reading in League One, and I'm not putting League One down. League One is a good league, but it's kind of sad to see Reading going into League One per se, because I used to like watching them in the Premier League, and I would equate Reading to pretty much like another team like Brentford in the Premier League right now. I put them in the same kind of stature. Anyway, going to get a drink. Starting lineups though, we're going to start with Wrexham. In net, Arthur Okonkwo. Back line 3, because we're going to play the 3 at the back, obviously with wing backs going forward. Tommy O'Connor, Ian O'Connell, Maxi Kluwer. Midfield, and wing backs included, Ryan Barnett, Ollie Rathbone, Matty James, James McLean starting in midfield. Out wide is Sebastian Revan. Revan played great last game, played great. McLean now starting again. Rodriguez and Smith up front. Now for the opposition, Reading tonight in goal, Pereira. Back 4, Abrefa, Strickland, Binden, Garcia. Midfield, Nips, Wing and Savage. Up front, Campbell, Etikmion, and Wareham. So there you go. There's the lineups for you. Looking at the crowd now, behind the goal, one of the goals, there's no seats been sold in a couple of sections. I don't know what that's for, but you normally want to see the crowd in behind the goal. But there must be a reason for it. Whether it's segregating fans, it could be that. It might be segregating Wrexham fans from the Reading fans, possibly. But that was done back in the day for the hooligan content, where they were separating fans from having the pitch fights all the time, which most of you guys listening don't remember, but I can tell you, I do. One thing we're going to talk about quickly is the other games coming off tonight. Exeter taking on Mansfield Town. Those guys are already kicking off. We've always got Birmingham Stevenage, Bristol Rovers Bolton, Crawley Town and Charlton, Blackpool taking on Cambridge, and obviously Wrexham taking on Reading on the road. As soon as the games kick off, we'll know the scores of those guys, but right now, this is a chance to go second. And the good part about this one, before we go to the game, is with the Wycombe game on the weekend coming up, if Wrexham should win tonight, or even draw tonight, they will go second. Psychologically, going into the game on the weekend at Wycombe, should Wrexham be fortuitous tonight and get a point or three, whichever it may be, Wrexham will sit above Wycombe. Ideally, for that game, Wrexham want to win this game tonight. As tough as that sounds and as hard as it would be, but Wrexham need to win this game tonight. They'll be 3 points clear of Wycombe, and a game in hand was what Wycombe would have. But I would sooner have the 3 points rather than a game in hand. Thus, coming to the game on the weekend, if Wrexham is second and 3 points clear, that's going to put some pressure on Wycombe to must win that game to get back into second. And figure this in. You want to dream a little bit, Wrexham fans. Should Wrexham win this game and possibly win the next one, they could put themselves 6 points clear of Wycombe with Stockport to play and then the 8 games to glory. The guys are coming on the field right now. I can see them coming out. James McLean is leading them. The captain's bringing the team out. But just remember that point. If Wrexham brings the game tonight, and if Wrexham brings the game on the weekend and are sitting second, 3 points clear of Wycombe for that game, psychologically, Wycombe has to come out and battle for the win. Now, I've been thinking about that for about a day or two, and I thought I'd like to share that with you before we get into the game. But like I say, the guys are lining up now, either side of the referees and the officials, and within a couple of minutes we're going to get this game on the road. Again, if you haven't heard, I'll give it you one more time. Wrexham's lineup for tonight. In there, Arthur Okonkwo, defence, Tom O'Connor, Ian O'Connell, Maxi Cleworth, midfield, Stuart, Sebastian Revan, James McLean, Matty James, Ollie Rathbone, Ryan Barnett. I want to see some fun from Ryan Barnett tonight, which means Longman is getting a bit of a rest. Rodriguez again up front with Sam Smith. Expect to see changes up front. I would say 60 minutes. No point running people in the ground. Should Wrexham get an early goal in this game, which is what you want to see, you might see Sam Smith or Rodriguez changed at half time even. So it all depends on how the game's going. But a goal would really set this one up big time. Phil, how you doing? Evening, everybody. How you doing? Don't know if it's a poor crowd or the size of the ground. I love that. Hey, Phil, you got me laughing there, man. That's beautiful. I'm going to read that to everybody just in case. Phil says, "Evening, people." I know you can read it, but it's better to say. Evening, people, and evening to Phil, one of our own, OG. Don't know if it's a poor crowd or the size of the ground. Makes it look so. Yeah, it does. League One football, it doesn't attract everybody. They're sitting 8th, decently sitting 8th. Should they have a bigger turnout? You know, once the late arrivals get in there, it might bolster, but I'm quite surprised that there's no real activity in behind the ground. But remember, that's quite a big ground, yeah? I think it's about 20,000, 24,000, something, 20 to 24,000, I think, in there somewhere. But it's a large ground for League One. But it's not large for Birmingham, who fill theirs, yeah? I think they filled like 27, 28, 20,000, somewhere in there this season, Birmingham. Anyway, to the game. Sammy Smith limbering up. Yes, it's going to be interesting. If you're not ready for it, you should be now, people, because we are on the cusp of another 90 minutes of Wrexham madness. I wouldn't live for anything else. It makes me pumped up every single second of the day. But finishing the lineups, Arthur Okonkwo in goal. O'Connell of the day. But finishing the lineups, Arthur Okonkwo in goal. O'Connell, O'Connor, Cleworth, defence. Barnett, Rathbone, James, McLean, and Revan, midfield, and Rodriguez and Smith up front. I tell you, it's going to be an interesting game. If these guys can get it done today, we will see Wrexham go second. If they don't get it done today, then obviously they won't. Game's going through so far, no score. Yes, we do have a score. Exeter is 1-0 up on Mansfield. Does it get any worse for Cloughy and Mansfield? Man, oh man. Are they going to get into the relegation zone? I don't think so. But they're getting closer every couple of games. Anyway, back to this one. We are getting ready. And yeah, I got to say, if the crowd looks poor, we'll see what it looks like in about 10 minutes. But yes, Phil is not at the Stoke K Russ tonight. And we're looking for the turnout for the Red Dragons as well. They'll shut the camera. But anyway, the game is off. The ball is onto the back line, and we're going forward now into Reading territory on the edge of the Reading box. Can't see anything because there's a sticker over. Thank you. They took the advertising down. Beautiful. Now ball into Wrexham territory. Bounce back. James McLean as a tussle goes out for a throw in here at half time. James is going to have to be very disciplined tonight. And there's a good chance that this is a game where James needs to show what he's got, that crossing ability. Yeah, that leadership quality. James is right in the middle of the action, heading it forward now. Doesn't go too far. Ollie Rathbone heads up. Goes back now. O'Connell all the way over the top. Ball right down the middle. Comes up to the halfway line. Reading now. Can't put the foot on. Chips it into halfway of Wrexham's territory. All the way back down to the right side. Doesn't keep it in. Throw-in coming up to Wrexham. Yep, we got a goal at Bristol Rovers. Bolton are a goal down already. So Bolton, sorry, what am I talking about? It's Bristol Rovers 1, Bolton 0. Excuse me, sorry. Got to get that one out of the way. There we go, that's better. 2 seconds, people. There we go. Yep, we'll see what happens in this game, guys. I tell you, nothing really to prove. Reading, really nice and spread out. They're looking to continue their passing style of play. But this is not the game you start chasing the ball up front. If you chase the ball against Reading, you're going to get tired legs pretty quick. Look at that defensive line, the way it's set up. Would be wise just to sit off, waste no energy, let the ball do the talking, but let the ball do the work. Reading now, again, still on their own back line in their own penalty area. Keeper's got the ball going over to the left side. Looking to penetrate, but there's really nothing open. He's coming through midfield, but nothing open. Over to the right side now. Short passing, not penetrating, but keeping possession. Early days, 2 minutes in. They're looking for something. They've obviously got something aligned with that play because they're looking for someone to be open, and we're blocking their lanes, and that's the problem. They haven't got their lane open to get that ball where they need it. So hence this tic-tac-toe along the back line. Finally, we go over the halfway line. Wrexham now win the ball back into centre half. Now centre. Rodriguez on the left wing. Down to Revan. Oh, unlucky. Nearly. Reading now coming over the halfway. It's a little congested. No real pattern. But centre of the Reading half coming over halfway right now. Bringing the ball forward. Options open, left and right. Backs it up. More tic-tac-toe through the middle. Left wing play. There should be a free kick there coming up. Nothing really much in it, but the free kick or the tackle wasn't really timed too cleverly. And an easy free kick. On the edge, pretty much of the box, coming up. Max Kloof didn't really do too much wrong on that one, to be honest with you. I think it was just a size factor. Max is a big guy, and a little guy just bounced off. I do like what I see with Maxi though. He's a great young man, great defender, such a promising guy for the future. He really is. Free kick now. 3 minutes in. 3 to aim at in the centre for Reading. Who's going to get on the end of this? Or do we see O'Connell or O'Connor heading it out again? Ball comes in, comes to the back post, falls dangerous, and it's hacked right out by James McLean. Into touch, throw in, adjacent to the penalty area. Reading taking their time, not in a rush. Decent free kick that came in there, but headed out by O'Connell, and then James McLean picks up the scraps, gets rid of the rubbish. I hope James has a leading game tonight. He could make a big impression in this game tonight. If he puts his foot on this game, throwing now, coming in, into the mid of the box. Again, James is in the middle of the tussle. The spin and turn shot comes in on goal. Blocked again. Reading down the right wing now. Looks to cross the ball. Cross comes in, headed out again. Shot comes in, not a good shot. Headed to the box, headed out. Smithy's in the action too. Reading keeping possession down the right side, and it's going out for a goal kick to Wrexham. 4 minutes in. Scores on the doors. Exeter 1, Mansfield 0, Bristol 1, Bolton 0, and Blackpool, Cambridge 1 apiece. Ballard on 3 for Cambridge and Fletcher on 17. Hey, let's hope our Fletcher comes on and gets a goal too. But hey, 2 goals so early. Blackpool and Cambridge. Stevie Bruce doing a great job at Blackpool. Cambridge looking threatened to go down. Goal kick now. Arthur goes long. Halfway into Reading territory. Comes back onto the centre spot. Reading bringing the ball over the halfway line. Down the left wing. Doesn't have too many options. Backtracks, passes off. Ball on the halfway line. Trying again down the left wing. Still stuck on the left-hand wing. Tic-tac-toe on the edge of the box now. Looks a bit more promising now. Lays it off. Cross comes in for Reading. Into the centre of the box. Header goes wide. Going out for a throw-in, possibly to Reading. No, it's going to Wrexham. Reading's a pretty young team, yeah? Lots of energy. Lots of fight. If anything, the only weakness they may have would be the experience factor of reading the game, covering your man, and not having those little mistakes come into your game. Those are the things that they may well be guilty of. But as far as effort, speed, energy, you're up against it because they've got all the 3 qualities. They also play that nice passing game, as you've seen. They've got the ball spread around. Down the left wing now. Right wing, sorry. Headed out of play by Wrexham. Well done. Ian O'Connell, always in the main action. Did a great game last match as well. I'm sure he's got a sore head because he headed about 50 balls in that match. Everyone, clearance. Now, Reading, just inside their own half. Right side of the field. Goes back central defence, just in front of the box. Going fully to the left side now. Working down the left wing. Cuts inside. He's looking, seeing what's on. Looks like he's coming over to the right side. Indeed he does. Reading now, pressing down the right side. Centre mid, goes right side. Right wing volley. Looks for the cross. Passes off. Passes off again. Not penetrating. Definitely not penetrating. And that is easy peasy. No, not a chance there. Revan playing a great defensive game again. He was instrumental in the last game as well. Revan played up big time, and I think that Phil Parkinson rightfully is rewarding him with more time. Reading now, halfway in and passing the ball straight outside. Throwing coming into Wrexham, halfway up in Wrexham territory. Looking good. 7 minutes in, no one's put a foot wrong really. We haven't really done anything up front, but we're coming into the game. Like the last match against Rotherham, we need to grow into the game, I feel. And right now, I don't see anything going wrong. Noel Hunt's on the sideline there with Phil Parkinson, both looking intense. Wrexham now on the ball. Well played by Tommy O'Connor. He clears it, but he gets caught. He should have been receiving a free kick there, referee, but the referee is always right, as you know. Ball all the way back in front of the Reading penalty box. Getting a little bit scrappy at the moment. Keeper's got it on the edge of the box. I got a feeling the way things are lining up at the moment that Reading are deliberately slowing the pace of the game to their benefit. If they speed the match up, they may well cough up the ball in a vulnerable zone, and they're probably looking at Reading staying without a situation where they give up the ball, whereby Wrexham feed off it and get a goal. So they're passing it pretty slowly, but they're not really penetrating, and we've seen that a lot with teams against Wrexham this season. It also tells you positionally how well Wrexham are schooled in off-the-ball defence, team off-the-ball defence. And again, I've got to say, the pace of the game suits Wrexham as well right now. What with that big game on the weekend coming up? The less frantic running, the better. But we're still going to have to work hard for these points. Absolutely. Both teams will. Ball now halfway across the field on the centre spot, going across to the left side, on the left side, just in front of the centre circle now, coming deep into take-up territory. Reading now down the right wing, looking to cross the ball. Doesn't come in front of the box. Tackle comes in. Yes, it does. Wrexham now on the break. Sam Smith now scoops it over to the right side. No one's going to get it. Oh, he does. In fact, he does. Ryan Barnett scoops up now down the right wing, looking to get inside. He comes inside, looking to get the cross in. That's definitely got to be a foul. How you never call a foul on that referee, I don't know why, but he was just bundled to the ground. I don't see give me a penalty, but before the box. You guys, what are you thinking? Penalty? Free kick? I think he should have called that. Anyhow, nothing given. Wrexham still battling. And look, he'll give a free kick for that. Less of a foul in my mind than the one in the box. Anyhow, that's the way it goes sometimes. The referee's always right. Great interception, I've got to say, by Sam Smith winning that ball. Ten minutes gone. Still no further scores. It is as it is. Reading now shoot on net, and it just goes over the bar from the edge of the box from about 25 yards. Not a bad effort, but he got more air than connection. Wareham, that was Wareham who lethally shot over the bar. Watch one more time. Gets more air. Not a bad effort, though. Not a bad effort. I mean, you keep that down a little bit. That's going in the top corner. Take a look. Not bad at all. So much like the game on the weekend, it's a bit of a scrappy affair. No one's really putting their foot on the ball, but Rotherham didn't have what you would say this good a start. Reading literally sitting well on the ball. Decent possession, throw into Reading coming up, but decent possession. But again, it's very, very methodical. No one's breathing hard today. People were literally panting on the weekend. Do you remember all the heavy breathing? That was a fast match. This one, like I say, more methodical. It's going to be the 90-minute with maybe the odd one or two exciting moments in the game. Scores on the doors. Exeter 1-0 over Mansfield right now. Birmingham 1, Stevenage 0 coming on at you. Bristol 1 right now. Not letting me know at the moment. It'll let me know in a second, guys. We'll get that. But at the moment, Birmingham 1-0 up and looking to go into the 80s, beyond 82 points, I believe, after this. Should they get that win? And they should. They should. And remember, that'll be win number 25 for Birmingham. Loss number 14 for Stevenage. Ouch. I really must put them out of any contention for playoffs, wouldn't you think? Reading now. Looking to penetrate down the right side. They're not getting any joy down here at the moment right now. Revan's got it sealed. Ball comes right down to the back. Chipped up front. James McLean doesn't get there. Doesn't want to get there. Reading now on the edge of the box. Tic-tac-toe. Down the right wing. Cross comes in. Dangerous cross. Going too long. Ryan Barnett on the right side. In front of his box. Passes up to Ollie Rathbone. Rathbone goes past. Does he get past? He doesn't get past. But he's still fighting. Great defending there by Reading. Great defending. Ball now comes over to the right side. Fully to the right side. Yes, he does keep it in. Just inside his own half. Back to the back line. And they shuttle the ball across the back line. Going over to the left side. I think he's probably going to come back here. And indeed he does. Not exactly what you could say the most exciting game, guys. But as soon as one team scores a goal, that's going to open up this game. That's what I'm saying. Until then, we're going to see a lot more of this. I make a little light joke. You've seen a lot of those games where people play for the tie at the World Cup back in the day, and it's going to be old heads that know what I'm saying. But back in the day, people used to play for the tie in certain group games. This was kind of like the tempo. Anyway, Reading down the right side now, just in front of the penalty box, coming centre to field. Now it comes back to the right wing, just in front of the halfway line. Down the line, intercepted beautifully. Beautiful interception there. Unlucky the pass was not on, but great interception there. Matty James doing something that Ollie Rathbone normally does, but the pass was not as good as Matty James normally does. Reading now, just over halfway, right side of the field. Goes back again, back onto halfway. Ball comes forward, they're channeling down the middle. Another interception, another tackle. And just cannot keep possession. Free kick coming up. Referee's coming in for a little bit of abuse by a few of the players. It's a case of, come on, man, wake up. Watch this. There you go. Well, that part of the stadium was full, Phil. I don't know about anybody else, but well, look at the crowd. I mean, it does seem like there's more people coming since we last saw. But anyway, Wrexham on their own penalty area. Matty James bringing the ball out. Coming down the left side. Passes off to Revan. Further forward. Revan now coughs up the ball. Reading now looking to pass it. No, they just tap off. It's probably going to go backwards because they're not really going forwards at all much. A lot of positional play here by Reading, but not any real penetration. Going to have to show some bravery to get past the likes of Revan on the claim like that. Push through, ball going through. That should be to keep us all the way long. Well done, Arthur. Put your foot on it. 15 minutes through. 0-0 here at Reading. Everything's still to play for. But I'd like to see Wrexham put the foot on the ball and own the ball. Get some possession play. That's better. Keep the ball instead of coughing up. Keep the ball. Again, a really scrappy game at the moment. No real flow to it. Eventually, it'll find its way. But when ringing the ball out there, not really getting it to his man. But again, it's a bit scrappy. It's not really fast. But as soon as the first goal comes in, you're going to see these two guys wake up. Absolutely. Scores still as we had before. Maxi Kloof down the line. Heading forward. And Reading all the way back to the keeper. Chip back to the left side. And you got to say, Sammy Smith does a real good defender's job as a forward. I mean, he chases, he hustles, he sticks the boots in, and he makes life difficult for your average defender, which that's what you need. You don't want him to exhaust himself with the defensive work, but the early phases of the game, you want him to be there just to impose himself, just to make sure that those defenders know that you're not getting a free ride, there's no free pass, there's no free lane. You're going to have to work for it. Well, the five for Reading that are operating on the defensive core is sitting so deep that they're really not connecting with the five on the offense core. Reading is a group of five defending, a group of five in the offense. And if you look on your TV sets, you'll see it black and white. Keeper, you've got to come for that. Well done, Arthur. But them groups of five, they're just so far apart, they're not connecting. Partly because Wrexham is slamming Reds. Ooh, did you see that? Yeah, did you see that? Guy kicked at the ball. That's a little naughty, eh? A little bit unprofessional, that, I'd say, don't you? Yeah, Mr. Wareham. Not being very friendly, kicking the ball nearly out of Arthur's hands. Okay, Wrexham now on the left side. Revan has the ball, cuts inside. Oh, whoa. Not the pass of the century, that one. Anyway, James McLean hustling, Revan hustling, keep on hustling. Well done, get that ball. James McLean getting in there. It's ferocious right now. It's tic-tac-toe, but it's so fast and so furious. It has no flow to this thing. Everybody's chasing the ball at the moment. And again, it comes to a part of the field now where nobody is, and loads of time on the ball to think about what you want to do. Remember, Reading's form, 11 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses on the season. 28 times they've hit the back of the net. Situations that looked like this, 14 times they've been scored on, plus 14 goal average. Many a game has been played out like this at Reading because they're a wide, on the deck, football playing team that doesn't always want to go forward. Oh, here he goes forward, breaks clear, great tackle coming up. Well done, my man, great tackle. Make that tackle, save a goal. Miss that tackle, he's in, and over Arthur is right on one-on-one. And there's a good chance Reading will 1-0 up. Great tackle, brilliant tackle. Reading now, pressing. And I tell you, unluckily, Revan forces the ball out of play. But great pressing there by Reading. But unluckily, Reading are not 1-0 up. That would have been the moment. And then you would have seen total possession going all over the field, not looking to go forward too much at all, killing the clock, killing the game, and basically taking the 3 points home. This game, like I said in the pre-game, probably will be a 1-goal game if there's a winner. If it's a draw, what we've got right now is likely a good score, but it could be the 1-1. But as you see, we're not going to get a glut full of goals. Just going to take a quick break here. Good point there. We do have a scary squad. I'll tell you, we totally do. Excuse me. Probably I need a bit more water. We do have a scary squad because when you think about who's sitting and who's playing, yeah. And I do expect to see some changes at half-time because of that weekend game against Wycombe. but it definitely is a scary squad considering where we are, where we come from. And you've got to imagine, food for thought, if Wrexham does move up through the order or through the playoffs, whichever, if, and it's the if, we're not saying they are, but if they do, they're going to have to change more players again. Fact, yeah. But when you go up, you make way more money in the Championship. And Stevie and everything else is way higher. So you're going to have more money to spend. Anyhow, Wrexham now on the centre spot. James McLean chaps it over to the right, to the left side. Revan now holds the ball. Back to McLean in the midfield. On the back line now. All the way into our own territory. Comes back to the left side now. Tom O'Connor down the line. Nice ball. Sam Smith gets on the end of it. Revan tries to fight for it. Tracking his man into the corner. Great work by Revan. Great hassle by Revan. Goes out for goal kick, but great hassle by Revan. Again, that's a great part of his game. He's stepping up on that defensive side of play. He's not always getting it done going down the wing. I think when you draw your mind back, Jacob Mendy used to be quite influential down the left wing with his crossplay in years gone by. Not so much recently. I do miss Jacob. I thought he brought quite the presence when you went forward, and also his defensive game wasn't bad. But Revan is so strong and so fast defensively. That's why he's there. Ball kicked out now. Coming up to the centre spot. Wrexham have possession. Cleared forward. James McLean can't get there. Ball coming to the right side of field, down just over the halfway line. Reading have possession, going backwards now on their own back line. One thing about James McLean playing in a more central game, I don't think that works for James. I really don't think that works for James. I think he plays better on a wide position. Just my opinion. I think when you see a guy who really is a wide player, you get used to being wide. If you put a wide player in the middle, they kind of run into areas that they don't need to run into, and they don't have the same influence that a guy who's naturally a central midfielder does. So I'm just saying, I don't think the central midfield place is the best place for James, but that's where he is right now. Okay, Reading on the ball, just inside their own half. And now it's going all the way back to the keeper on the edge of his box. They're going to lull you into a full sense of security with this tic-tac-toe playing, and then they'll spring the move. They've got through once nearly. It could happen again. Anyhow, Rathbone intercepts the ball. Wrexham moving forward. Matty James on the ball. Back to Rathbone. Nice play out of the half. Ball comes into the middle field. Halfway into Reading's half. Smith has it now. Crosses over to Smith. Sorry, to McLean. McLean looks around. On the left wing now with Revan. Is he going down the line? Is he cutting inside? He cuts inside. Luckily keeps the ball. Ball goes down the line to McLean. McLean keeps it in. Now he's looking for the cross. Gets the cross in. Anybody on the end of it? Smithy gets on the end of it. Heads it back down. Maxi Cleworth now has the ball. Cuts inside. Rathbone to Barnett. Barnett looks for the cross. Gets the cross in. Coming in. Bit of a mix-up in front. Revan had it on the edge of the box, had it been the word, and it's cleared all the way down the field. Reading now can get up the field and start defending again in our half like they want to, but all the way in front of our own box right now. Matty James passes it off. Connell goes long. Sam Smith's got it on the far side. He's got company. Ryan Barnett's with him. Smith now takes it, looks around, passes off. Ollie Rathbone has the ball. Comes over to James McLean to the left side now. Revan's got it on the edge of the box. Revan to Rathbone. Rathbone inside. That wasn't the ball to play. Reading tried to clear it out. Smithy has it. Smithy has another shot, and it goes easily to the keeper's hand. Bit of a bobble. He knew he wanted to slam it in the far corner. Doesn't exactly get the leather behind it, but at least it's a shot. Good effort, though, by Wrexham on the edge of the box. Reading couldn't clear it very well. Smith has two attempts at the target. The keeper has a bit of a worry for a second, but not totally. Yeah, it's absolutely full. It's all Reading right now, and as Phil says here as well, we need to string some passes together, get the possession game going. get into the game like we did in the last game, growing into the game. I feel that they're growing into the game right now, but 25 minutes in, 0-0 here at Reading. Reading still looking like they want to go down the left side more than anything. They've seen something about Wrexham's play that they want to go down the left side, because everything they've done so far has been down the left. That really should have been a Reading throwing, but oh well, it's not. Quick scores on the door. Exeter 1, Mansfield 0, Birmingham 1, Stevenage 0, Bristol 1, Bolton 1, equaliser coming in, Crawley 0, Charlton 1, Charlton's gone ahead, Blackpool 1, and Cambridge 1. The only goal with no game? This game. Forward now, throwing down the line. Left side of the field goes out of play. Looks like a throw into Reading coming back. So they do get a throw in eventually, although it wasn't where Reading wanted the throw in eventually. Rodriguez is getting people a little bit riled up there. I do say one thing about Jay Rodriguez is he brings that experience and he's talking to people all the time. And he's literally marshing people where to be. So I think that's a valuable part of experience that we gained with Jay. And when older players can school younger players, there's nothing wrong with that. Ball on the edge of the Wrexham penalty area, coming in front now. Rathbone passes it back. Tommy O'Connor now out to Cleworth. No, to Barnett. Barnett now passes it back. Ball goes long. Gets intercepted though. On the edge of the box now. Reading have it. Turn. On the edge of the box still. Looking for the shot. Can't get the shot off. Tackled away. Wrexham coming forward. Matty James passes it off. James McLean coming to the left side. Has no options. Got to go back. Ball on the edge of the Wrexham box. Coming out to the left side. Looks like there's a pass for James McLean. McLean has the ball now. Goes back. Coming back. Going long now. Going long. Headed forward into no man's land. It's on the halfway line. Reading heading back into Wrexham's half. The ball's brought down now. Jay Rodriguez down the line. Looking to spring Smith. And the ball goes out. Cleverly. Reading tap it out. Doesn't want to take a risk. But yeah, Phil, you're right. We've got to spring some passes together. Got to get into this game. I'm feeling that it's happening, but give it another couple of minutes to see what's happening. But remember, last game we came into the game pretty much second half. We came into the game big time. Okay, Reading on the edge of their box now, not doing anything at all. One of those games where one mistake and someone's going to be in. I've seen teams not willing to go forward sometimes, but Reading like to have that ball on their own box. It's kind of a dangerous game they're playing, and as long as no one's tracking the ball in front of the penalty area, I think they're okay. But it's a dangerous game they play. Moving forward now on the halfway line, coming over the halfway line. Coming all the way over to the right side, just over halfway now, looking to spring someone. Inside, just in front of the penalty box, goes back to the halfway line. Coming up to the centre spot, right on the centre spot, right now. Back to the right side. Tic-tac-toe, training manoeuvres, going nowhere. They cough up the ball. There's a break now. 3 on 4. Where's he going? Smith has the ball. He should be going left. He does go left. He gets the ball back. He shoots. No joy. Unluckily, Reading get the ball back. Now going down the left wing. Cleworth tracking. Another interception by Wrexham. Barnett cleverly chips it off. Wrexham keep the ball alive. Hello. Are we coming back the same way? Barnett now into Reading's territory on the edge of the box. Mr. Cameraman put up another sign in front of us there, so I was blind for a couple of seconds there, guys. I don't know why they do it, but they do. Reading now just inside their own half. Not really showing any real impetus here. It's very training ground style, and to be quite frank, I think this works and it does okay for Wrexham right now. Keeping the ball as far away from Wrexham's goal as possible is kind of ensuring that Wrexham are looking good for at least a point. And a point would be good for tonight. That would put Wrexham at the second spot. But again, Reading in their own half, passing a back, left and right, along the back line, showing literally no intention of moving out of their half. People are walking. There's nobody running on Wrexham's or on Reading's side. Nobody's running. Everybody's walking here. Wrexham have got the most mobile players on the field at the moment. But that back five, like I said before, for Reading are not connecting with the top 5. I'm not saying Wrexham's going to have an easy night. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying Reading look like they're quite comfortable just to sit back and do nothing. Ball now with Ryan Barnett on the right side. I'd like to see Ryan do something with the ball. Passes it back. Nothing's open. Reading chasing. Reading pressing on the edge of Wrexham's box. Again, there's really not much open. Wrexham have everything covered. Last 5-4, Reading was 2-3-0. So 2 wins, 3 draws, no losses. Reading now on the edge of the box. Looks like the shot coming up. Brevin does a great bit of tackling. Ball on the edge of the box. A tussle. A scrap for the ball. It comes on the edge of the box. Still on the edge of the box. Tic-tac-toe. It's going on the inside. Oh, what a great tackle there. Brilliant tackle. Barnett puts his toe right in front of that ball. Stops the Reading attack in a flash. Very important interception. Take another look. Barnett puts his foot right in there. And I tell you, great interception. Without that, another dangerous position. So twice now, Reading have been in dangerous positions. And it's a tic-tac-toe play on the edge of the box. But they're far too reluctant to get in that position. Corner coming in now for Reading. Decent corner coming in, halfway in there. Well headed out by Wrexham again. Ball coming back in though, keeping it alive. Ollie Rathbone chested it, kicked it, cleared it. He didn't get it out. It's still not cleared on the edge of the box. Sam Smith looking for a foul, nothing doing, going out for a Reading throw. 32 minutes gone. Reading showing some interest at going ahead now. Throwing, coming in. Cross comes in, gets blocked. Wrexham have possession. And another bad pass, giving the possession back to Reading. Reading now halfway in the half. Free kick, advantage played. Advantage played? No, he's called it back. Jay Rodriguez giving away a free kick. I think the referee could have played advantage there. That would have served Reading far better. However, the referee's always right. You know that, right? And he's giving a player a piece of his mind by telling him to keep it calm. Reading again now, looking to go forward on the edge of the box. Wild whip. Cross comes in, perhaps. Yes, cross comes into the box. It's a scrap in front of the goal. And Okonkwo gets there just before anybody else, keeping it safe. There are signs that Reading could have gone ahead in this half. With a little bit more luck, they probably would. But their style of play is the one thing that really I'm putting in or calling into question. Who knows? Who knows? 33 minutes in. Wrexham now winning possession on the halfway line. Ollie Rathbone coming left ways. Gives it back. Gets it back. May James on the ball. Taps it off. Maxi Clough now coming central. And it's all the way back to Otto Okonkwo. Okonkwo goes long. Smithy now tussling in the half. Wins the header. But gets called for the foul. Unlucky there. Unlucky there. Smithy wins the foul, but I think that honestly the referee should have seen the shirt pull in and the tussle before that. I think it was half and one of 50-50. It was a 50-50. Look at the shirt pull, yada yada. Free kick, Reading. Referee's always right. So I wonder when Rob and Ryan are going to be at the next Wrexham game, guys. Makes me interested. I saw some people saying things about, oh, well, when are they coming back? When are they coming back? Ball forward now on the edge of the box. Reading going forward. And he's offside. So I saw something online there about, you know, guys saying, where's Rob, where's Ryan? Oh, you know what, when you think about their lifestyles and what they have to do and the business they've got to create for the club, and the lives they lead and the jobs they've got, I would say we'd be lucky, honestly, to see them more than 4 or 5 times a year. I mean, you got to think it's a long way to come. They've got commitments. Just a point. But I don't have anything bad to say to them because without them guys, we wouldn't be here. So I'm very grateful to Ryan and the other guy. What's his name? Rob? I'm joking, obviously. I think Rob's a great guy, and the welcome to Wrexham is fantastic. So, 35 minutes in, nothing happening. The game is really like a training game, to tell you the truth. Wrexham on their own back line now, halfway in their own half. Coming to the right side. All the way back to Maxi Kluth on the edge of his own box. Coming all the way back to Arthur. Arthur now looks to kick it, passes it. All the way to the left side. Revan now being pressured, cops up the ball. Great tackle, but right in front of the box, a shot coming in. Luckily, Wrexham block it again. But I tell you what, Revan coughed up the ball, and the shot came in. Unluckily, someone was offside. Probably Savage, and that's Robbie Savage's son. If everybody doesn't know. Okay, there you go. There's the offside right there. Hard to see when you're looking through a crowd of players, but yes, definitely an offside. And yeah, Robbie Savage, his son, is playing today, having a decent season with Reading. I still remember way back in the day, I think he's made a debut match for Manchester United as well in his history. So, young man's been around. Ball at half field, goes over halfway. Reading now looking to break. They are breaking, but another great tackle there. Wrexham's defence is absolutely stunning against Knight on the tackling. Everything they go for, they're winning. Let's hope that continues. Maxi Kluth with the ball now. Throw down the line, or is he coming inside? He's going down the line. It continues further down the line. Smithy tussles, but gets nothing. Rathbone battling away. Doesn't get called for the handball. Smithy taps off. Ryan wins it back. Man, oh man, it's like a ping pong ball out there, guys. You really couldn't call that any other way. It's just like a ping pong ball. Reading now, bringing it to the right side of the field, going over halfway, looking to make something happen. Another great tackle. Reading still to the ball. Ball's going through. Another great interception there. Fantastic play. That was Matty James. Brilliant interception. Smithy battling up front. Unluckily doesn't get the ball. He's tossing away. And you know what? I don't think he needs to be called for that. I think that's fair play. But maybe a little too aggressive. This referee doesn't like to see aggression, apparently. That's one thing. He's calling the aggressive challenges maybe a little too early. Maybe a little too easy. Maybe he didn't play an aggressive game of football. Ball now just inside Reading's half. On the left side, coming over to the right side now. 10 yards inside their own half. Just on the halfway line now. Ball's going to go back again. Yes, it does. James McLean tussling for the ball. He's giving away a free kick there. Got the wrong side of the man, brought him down. If he'd have stayed where he was, he wouldn't have had to move. But anyway, James knows better than me. Anybody listening around the world, I hope you're enjoying the game. It's a bit of a nail biter. Nothing's really happening, but like I say, one goal is all I saw with this game. One goal is probably all it's going to take to decide this game. And as long as Wrexham continue to penetrate defensively, we're going to be fine. Picking up the scraps, moving forward just like that. Tic-tac-toe. Ryan now all the way back to defence. Matty James clobbers it all the way to the left wing to a Revan. Beautiful pass. Leaves it for Max McLean to pick up. McLean now on the ball, halfway in Reading territory. Ball going forward now, coming back to James on the left wing. Does he cross the ball first time? No. He's looking at one-on-one. He gets across in. Yes, he does. Far side. Oh, unlucky, 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 unlucky. That could have been a one goal there. Ryan Barnett gets the shot off the cross, but it gets deflected over the top. Unlucky there. Take another look. Beautiful ball from Matty James. McLean debates, taps it, goes past the man, cross comes in. Beautiful shot. And it's kicked over the bar by the Reading defender. Didn't actually catch who it was. Corner coming in. If Ryan had put leather behind that instead of trying to pass it, it might have been a different situation, but hard to say and easy to talk about. Corner coming in now. This would be a great time to score. 39 minutes in. This would be the time to get the goal. In comes the corner. inside the box. A bit of a tussle going on, a bit of a mix-up. It goes to the far right. Maxi Close, everybody's running away. It's been called down. Free kick, Reading in the box. 40 minutes gone. Yes, these are the games that are not pretty to watch. These are the games where you grind out the win. These are the games you remember when you're successful at the end of a season for not giving up and not forcing through with the ugly games. And I'm not talking about us, I'm talking about the players. These are the games you've got to grind out. And as long as you're not scored on, you've got a chance of snatching it. But this is a game we're going to have to grind out. Second half, we can add some quality per se. What I think would help would be the likes of Stevie Fletcher down the middle and Sammy Smith next to him. I think that really would make a difference. Put some big guys on their back four. Again, Phil's got his hands in his pockets. He's poised. He's happy. He doesn't see any problems so far. Just waiting for something to break in the game. Again, Reading now on the back line, rolling the ball left and right across the back line. Just inside their own half on the right side. Going down the right wing now. Again, it's intercepted by Wrexham. And that could have been a little bit of an unlucky foul there, but it wasn't. I tell you what, there's a lot of kicking going on, and this time the referee doesn't call a foul. Bless him. Let him play. Let him play. That's the way. Throw-in coming to Reading. Right side, just adjacent to the penalty area. And I say things like this to let people know who are not able to watch the game. Guys, you have to understand, some people that are watching or listening, more to the point, are not able to see the game, not able to see me because they're like maybe at work or maybe doing something where they can't have the computer out. So I'm trying to paint the picture where the ball is to keep everybody in the match, yeah? So that's why I say positional plays. So, throw in now, adjacent to the box, right side field. Reading looking to make something happen. James McLean getting in there. I tell you what, the ping pong ball, James McLean, and he's furious with the referee that he doesn't get it. Oh, that was so close. Furious with the referee that he doesn't get that call. He was literally shoulder charged left, shoulder charged right by two different defenders. He rode through it, bless him, but he fell then to the floor, couldn't make it, and the referee gave him nothing, and he was mad. Ball now, left side, left wing with Reading, looking to cut inside. They come inside, back to the halfway line, right side of the field. It's going to go left. It does indeed go left. Left wing now, just inside the Wrexham half. Tic-tac-toe. It's also very narrow, but you know what? One of those narrow passes may well happen. Free kick to Reading. I'd say a very soft free kicks. Very soft free kicks. And referees telling James McLean to go away. Literally flat, just go away. I tell you, the free kick itself, a bit of a soft one. And let's hope it's not a dangerous one. 43 minutes in, 2 minutes before half time. Reading have a free kick dead centre, just outside the semicircle on the penalty area. Dead centre. He can go left and he can go right. Maxi Close now having a go at the referee, and the referee's listening. Arthur making sure he's got the wall in the right spot, and make sure you do, Arthur. We need you in the right spot too. No cheating. Don't go too far to your left, is what I'm saying. You're in the right spot, right there, Arthur. Beautiful. 43 minutes in, coming up to 44 minutes. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. This is a dangerous position. It could be a shot on net or a little chip over the top. This looks like it's going to be the chop, the shot on net. I'd say he looks like he's lining up to go keeper right, our left. He's going keeper left. He was. The ball is cannoned off the wall and Wrexham break out. Something's gone wrong though. Referee's got to shut down the game. We've got somebody on the ground. Sammy Smith took it, and he's a bit wheezy. But bless him, he's up. Strong boy. Take a look at this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he took that one straight to the noggin. He was... the expression on his face when he took that slap off the ball was quite funny, actually. It was unexpected. Anyway, drop ball, Reading coming back now into Reading's half. 44 minutes in. Soon we'll know exactly how many added minutes we've got. Remember, at the half time, I'll give you all the scores, and then I'll take a quick 5-minute break, and we'll be back for the second half. Keeper has the ball on the own penalty area for Reading, coming out now, left side of the penalty area. Right side, sorry. Keeper has the ball back. They're winding down the game, guys. They're going in for half time. 1 minute of added time. You wouldn't have thought there were any more. 1 minute of added time. What have we learned in this game? It's a battle of attrition. That's what we've learned. Reading now looking to get on the edge of something on our penalty box. The ball gets blocked and chipped back into Reading territory. Just over the halfway line, centre of field, coming now to the right side, just inside their own half. Reading have the ball. Coming down the right wing, going now back, all the way back. Now he comes to the right side, but it's going to nothing. McLean has the ball, passes it back. That's a very dangerous pass by McLean. Puts everybody under pressure, but he comes back, wins it, does well. Clears up the mess that he made himself. Ball goes down to the right side. Ryan Barnett on the ball. Goes long. Reading deal with that quite easily. Headed forward, out of trouble. And there's your half-time whistle. Half-time 0. Reading 0. Wrexham 0. Bit of a frustrating game. We haven't had the ball too much. We need to get on the ball, pass the ball, own the ball, and get some flow going. We haven't exerted ourselves too much, and I'm good with that. I'm good with that, because what with Wycombe coming at the weekend, I don't think we need to kill ourselves here. Reading is a younger team. Remember, these young guys are going to be running all day long. It's tougher for us to keep running with the younger guys. So the less running, the less chasing we do, the better. But again, 45 minutes in the back, 0-0. One goal's going to decide this for sure. But who's going to get it? Phil's going to be talking to him right now, praising, kicking him up the arse, wherever he needs to. But I say that first half is a decent first half. Second half, we need to grow into it more with the passing game. Possession-wise, Reading's had 65% possession. Wrexham 34%. Shots is 6 for Reading, 1 on target. 5 for Wrexham, none on target. Tackles 1 in defence. Reading's won 4. Wrexham's won 6. 3 interceptions for Reading, 6 interceptions for Wrexham. Passing, 87% pass accuracy for Reading, 70% for Wrexham. There you can see the difference in who's had the ball. Discipline, 2 fouls by Reading, 9 fouls by Wrexham. Again, you can see who's been under pressure more. Reading's had the ball more. You saw that with the percentages. On the attack, 65% possession for Reading on the attack, 34% possession for Wrexham. Again, so Wrexham, numerically, statistically, is bossing this game. However, no one scored. And many a game recently at the Majeski Stadium, Reading, has ended as a draw. 3 of the last 4. 2 0-0s and a 1-1. This one looks like it's going to head the same way. 0-0. Or do we get an early goal and then someone chases it and gets a leveller for a 1-1? I don't see anybody getting more than 1 goal either way. And it could still end as a 0-0. Let's take a look at the scores right now on the boards. Exeter 1, Mansfield 0, Birmingham City 1, Stevenage 0, Bristol Rovers 1, Bolton Wanderers 1, Crawley Town 0, Charlton Town 1, Blackpool 1, Cambridge United 1, and obviously this game 4 on 63. There's been a change. Stockport 5th on 62, and Bolton 6 on 61. That might well change again. But again, Wrexham are sitting second. If possible, they need to get the second goal. Get that second goal, you've got 3 points above Wycombe, and then you own second spot outright. But to not risk that point that we got right now, I'm quite happy with the point sitting second, 1 above Wycombe, because what do Wycombe like to do? They don't draw much. No. They don't lose much. And when they do look like they're losing, they draw games, like they just did the last game, yeah? So, we're doing the Wycombe thing. If we draw, we're keeping parallel to them, because they're going to draw games if they don't lose games. Guys, I'm going to take a 5-minute break. I'll be back ASAP with the second half, ready to go again. And, hey, lots to play for. Yes, absolutely, Phil. There's glimpses of what we can do, but we need to up our game. I absolutely agree with that. And the other point, but we haven't conceded, and that's another good one. Guys, Back in 5. I'll be back in 5, just like it says over there. Back in 5. 0-0 at the half. I'm stoked. Like I say, 65% possession is what Reading had. 34% is what we got. Wrexham. They've had the ball. They're using the ball. It's now time to get the ball back and use it. And give Sam something to feed off, yeah? He needs something good to feed off. Right. Back in 5, guys. Catch you there. Coming back at you guys, coming back at you. Woo! Oh dear, just a second. Just a second. There we go. Back at you. Just knocked something over. I mean, it happens, but wait for the guys to get out there. This game, got to tell you, it's in need of some fire. It's in need of some. It's in need of entertaining somebody, isn't it? And when you look at Reading, last 8 games undefeated, yeah. The last time they lost was 9 games ago, and then they lost a game before that, yeah. So you got to say, 10 games, 2 losses. Luton away 10 games ago was when they lost 2-0, and then they lost to Burton Albion 3-2 as well. That was also away. But those were 9 and 10 games ago. Since then, 3 wins, 5 draws, unbeaten in 8. When you look at how they're playing, you can really see why. Because they don't risk too much. And if you're not risking too much, you're not giving anything away. Hence, I'm just waiting for the guys to come up. So, just 1 second, I'm just checking the clock. Yeah, we're in good. But like I say, they haven't lost in 8 games, so it's a case of is this going to fizzle out to a 0-0? Like I say, this game needs an injection of pace, injection of creativity, and speed. And like I say, a lot of guys are walking. There's nobody running. And when there's running, it's Wrexham hustling. That back 5 of Reading and that front 5, they're not connecting as well as they should be, because the back 5 is literally labouring for pace. It's our advantage. Thank you, iApp. They've taken the screen away from the screen. Beautiful. Now we can see the game, see the stadium again. Excuse me, just done the adverts is what it is, the commercials. But just taking a look at the board here, guys. Yeah. Yeah. I have to agree, Scott. Being honest, and let's be frank and let's be honest, was that our best half? No. Wasn't our worst half? Could we do better? I think we could, but you need, sometimes in this tango, you need 2 to dance, and right now Reading's dancing on their own. They're not dancing with us, but say they're not making a game of it. So it's up to us to make a game of it, is what I'm saying. But the level, pretty low bar. Everybody's got their own opinion. Scott, I agree with you. It's not the greatest performance so far, but again, you have to look at who is making life difficult for us. What would you do differently? What would I see doing differently? I think what I touched on earlier in the first half with James McLean being in the 4, like you got four players in midfield, left, centre, right, yeah? You got James over here on the left, centre midfield. He normally plays left midfield, and he's good at it, and he knows that zone, and he knows the play sense, and he knows where to be. The ball's in the air, he'll know exactly where to start running to or where to mark which side of the player. I feel he's in a situation where he's given his best, but because he doesn't play that role all the time in central midfield, he's kind of like a little bit, not a total, but he's like a little bit of a duck out of water, if you get my feeling, yeah? That's what I feel with that. I'm sure he's living life okay there, but I think he's far more beneficial and far more influential in the game out on the left. If you're watching with me on the screen, Savage is just giggling his butt right off now on the field, so he's having a good time. And Arthur is just getting into the goal. But again, the fans need something to get excited for. This game is, excuse me, it's like a cold night with nothing happening. Those cold fans in them stands, watching them players breathe heavy because you can see the breaths. It's chilly. Those fans in the stands, they need something to jump up down for. They need to. There's his dad, Robbie Savage. There he is. There's the man himself, Robbie Savage, watching his lad. Robbie Savage is in the crowd, sitting on his own. And so the game's underway. Second half underway. I'll say this funnily, if you're looking in black and white, Wrexham are in the darker shirts, kicking from left to right. On the edge of their own box now, Wrexham trying to bring them forward. Smithy battling away on the centre circle. Doesn't get too much there. This is going to hurt. That's going to hurt. No foul given. And I can't believe he gave it against Jay. I can't believe he gave that against Jay Rodriguez. Foul just halfway. Watch this again. Jay turns, coming to the ball. The defender coming through him makes that initiation. Jay's just going to swing at the ball, and that'll hurt that kid. Strickland is probably going to either need treatment or he's going to run it off. But I'm looking at him. He's hobbling. He don't want the ball. He's got the ball right there. He didn't want that ball. He's running. He's still hobbling. Anyway, ball coming long now. Reading in front of the Wrexham penalty area. Gets kicked out of play, I believe. Yes, by Ian O'Connell. Well done, Ian. Again, a bit of a scrappy start. And I mean, who does this help? Who does this game help by being a scrappy game? Maybe Reading. Because Wrexham's such a pretty flowing football team when they get the ball. But the point is, we haven't had the ball and we need to get the ball. And like Phil said earlier, we need to get on the ball. Ball now, wide side, right wing. Cross comes in the penalty area. Well headed out by Wrexham again. One more time. Reading still penetrating on the edge of the box. Shot comes in. Way wide. Goal kick Wrexham on the right side of the box. Give me a second, guys. Score on the doors. Exeter 2, Mansfield 0, Birmingham 2, Stevenage 0. I'll keep you informed. Oh, nice tackle there. Revan trying to go down the left wing. Cut down. And the referee brings out the yellow card on Strickland. Hey, he saw something we didn't see. Referee's always right, yeah? Bristol Rovers still 1-1 with Bolton. Crawley still losing 1-0 against Charlton. Take a look at this one. Revan there going forward. Yeah, definitely a late tackle. Definitely a late tackle on Revan. And yellow card. Unfortunate for Strickland, but hey, the referee's always right. Like, you know. Blackpool have gone 2-1 up on Cambridge. Bad days, bad news for Cambridge. Great news for Stevie Bruce. Relegation, bad news for Cambridge. They should be going down. In fact, you know what? How can you see Cambridge not going down? Free kick now on the edge of the box. Coming in. Excuse me. Wrexham now. Free kick on the edge of the box. Left side of the field. Comes in. Great ball. Into the centre spot. There's a tussle for it. Reading headed out. It's on the edge of the box. It comes back in. Right side now. Cross back in. Goes long. Still battling for it. It's still alive. Reading trying to get it out. It's shot on net and a good save by the keeper. I tell you what. Man alive. Tom O'Connor got a shot off there, and the referee is doing what? Nope, he's not. I thought he was calling something. And ball now. Left side. Keeper throws it out to the right side now. Reading bringing it down the right side, and it's a free kick against Reading just inside their own half. Revan now called. Where he was the culprit now. Before, Strickland was the culprit, but no yellow card. Revan's shirt is smaddened with mud. That's how moist and wet that field is. He is stuck with mud. He's in the game. I love to see mud on a player. Oh, that is definitely. He's given something here. He's given something here. I think this is bad news for Wrexham. I think he's given a penalty. Don't want to confirm that, but I think he's giving a penalty here. And that looks outside the box to me. Let's wait and see what's happening. It looks like they've just given a penalty. Was this inside the box? Definitely outside the box. And what kind of foul? Definitely outside the box. And what kind of foul was it? He fell in the box from outside the box. I think the referee is a little harsh on Wrexham there, but this may well be that first goal and maybe the only goal of the game. But again, harsh decision. I think the referee is a little bit quick to call. Didn't have to call that one. It wasn't such a nasty, terrible foul. Wasn't deliberate looking. Yeah, absolutely, Phil. Poo on that. Oh, poo. Yeah. We need Arthur to come up big. He's 6'7". Arthur needs to come up big. Pick a side, Arthur, and fly like the wind to one side. We need Arthur to come up big. I'm not saying it's the worst call in the world, but again, I think the referee's been a little bit quick with that one from a literally a tackle or a coming together that really looked quite innocuous, as if it was just that. Anyway, referee is making a name for himself in this one. Arthur's got to make a name for himself now with it too. Stop this, become a hero, keep everybody on track. And here we go. Which way does it go? The kick goes in, and indeed, it's 1-0 to Reading from the spot. Nice penalty. Arthur got nowhere near it. And Nibs puts them 1-0 up. Again, tough call. Hard on Wrexham. Puts Wrexham back down to third in the table, where they were second, and a point clear of Wycombe. It makes that Wycombe game have a different complexion on it now. However, look to the bench, look to Phil Parkinson now to make decisions. A decision has made itself happen in the game. Remember, I said this game needs to come alive. A goal needs to happen. It's happened. Now, Phil's got to earn his money. Got to make it happen. And we've got to turn a game where we are more defensively postured and defensively minded. We've now got to start turning that into, we've got to start getting down the field as a unit. Who does he bring in? Who does he take out? Who does he change? What does he do? I said a few times now, Jay Rodriguez, put him in midfield. Right now, for the remaining of this half, I would bring Stephen Fletcher on. Definitely bring Stephen Fletcher on. Who would you take out? Well, you're going to have to take someone out of the middle. So think on that for a second. But I think we've got to change up how we look. Reading now on the ball to the right side, going all the way back. No, they're not. They're turning around, going forward again. Now they're on the ball. Now the tails are up. Now there's a spring in the step of Reading, and they look like a sharper team. They look altogether sharper. They got a goal. They just woke up. But yeah, Jay Rodriguez in the midfield, Stephen Fletcher on the field, definitely. And I would take out, this might surprise you, but I would take out McLean. Ready now, down the right side. Katie Reynolds, that is, and hello, Katie. Katie says, Revanov, B, midfield. I see that as a good one. Fletcher on for Jay. Hey, you know what? We're talking the same kind of language, Kaylee. Absolutely. You know what? If you're going to keep it clean, absolutely. That's what I said like 20 minutes ago. He's saying he's playing a central game. Kaylee has absolutely got a brilliant football brain, guys. I tell you what. Take note. Listen to Kaylee. She also says move McLean to the wing. What have I been saying for 20 minutes? He's dying, sitting in that middle slot. He's doing nothing. Get him out wide. Big up to Kaylee. Big up to you. You know what you're talking about. Big up. I love it when people just tell it how it is, you know. Anyway, on the edge of the box, Reading now looking to get another one here. On the edge of our box, there's a tussle going forward. You can't really say which way this one's going. He gets in behind, shot comes off. Arthur smothers down low and makes it all safe. But yeah, we've got to make some changes. We've got to change this up right now. Phil's got something coming. But how long is he going to wait? I think now's the time. Now's the time. Right, your fella wants to hear this. This is great. This is when a fella needs to hear what his woman knows about the game and how damn good it is and how brilliant what it is she said. We were talking about moving James McLean to the wing. Kaylee brought it up. I was saying earlier that James is dying in midfield. So she got that one smack on the money, 100% on the head, 100% on the head. Also, get Revan off, get Lee on, and Fletcher on for Jay, 100% what we're talking about on the money again. So you, my fella, have got a woman in your life that knows about football like not many, right? That's to be respected. Did I do good by you, Kaylee? So, and that was a cracking shot in the corner. We are definitely in trouble now. This is definitely getting away from us. And it wasn't about coverage. It was about staying on top of the ball. Man, oh man. Arthur, take a look at this one when it comes in again. 2-0 down. Reading can't believe it. Reading can't believe it. Big up to you, Kaylee. Big up to you and you fella. 2-0 down. Hey, this is one of them games where people don't hang around. They go, oh, damn it, we're done. On nights like this, you can see teams coming back. But someone's got to put their foot right up their asses right now in Wrexham. Because the way they're running around, that there. Watch Arthur. Aulia. Watch Arthur. It gets in the post. This is probably even better. Take a look. Maybe not. No, you can't see it. But he gets beaten just inside the post. With Arthur, if it's down low, he can't get there quick enough. He's too big. He's 6'7". It takes a long time for that tree to fall. That's the only knock I've got in certain plays, is that's where Arthur can be beaten. You've seen Arthur beaten on a few shots this season, and it's that kind of shot zipping in off the turf. You can't get down quick, and that's what happens there. However, 2-0 down, we've got to change the face of this, or it could end up getting bad. But the one thing we don't need to do is panic. Keep your foot on the ball, change up a few things, and Phil needs to earn his money. 56 minutes in, hey, scores on the doors, we can give you some as well. Exeter 2, Mansfield 0, Birmingham 2, Stevenage 0. Throw in right wing, Wrexham going forward on the edge of the box, headed out, and that's getting left for a corner. Wrexham's got a corner. This is the time you need to get a goal, guys. Now is the time to get one back. 2-0 down, Wrexham, 56 minutes in. Scores on the doors. Bristol Rovers 2, Bolton 1. Crawley 0, Charlton 1, Blackpool 2, Cambridge 1. And as you know, ready to have a quick drink. Tommy O'Connor now with the corner. He weighs it up, far post. Get it on the back post. In it comes. It's on the back post. It's way past the back post. Unluckily, no one's there. And that's going to run out. He kicks it. The young man was going to let it go out for the corner or the throw, but he kicks it all the way down the field. I tell you, up the ding, lads, Chimera. I like that one. That's funny. 2-0 down. And Phil is looking pensive. Hands are still in pocket. He's looking pensive. Wrexham now down the right side of the field. Sam Smith chasing all the way into the corner. I wonder what Reading fans are thinking about Sam at the moment. You know, seeing him playing in red. But hey, 2-0 up Reading. Honestly, they haven't really done much to get that 2-0 lead, have they? It's been pretty soft. The penalty, that can happen. Okay, changes are coming. Get your fella, Kaylee. Get your fella, because Revan's off and Lee's on. Get your fella. Yeah, get your fella. Yeah, get your fella. Revan's off, Lee's on. Get your fella. Tell him. Tell him. That's fantastic, man. That's fantastic. So, we've got someone who's got ball playability. Elliott can spring things. He's fresh. He's got 30 minutes to work with, plus added time. That's a good move, but he needs to be central. And McLean needs to get on the wing, doesn't he? Man, oh man, I can't really believe how badly this game has opened up in the second half of Wrexham, but it happens. It's going to be a goal kick now for Reading in 59th minute. Sam's not had any joy for Wrexham tonight, not any joy at all. But again, you've got to stick through it. Go through all the season, and there are times where people get out of their seats in the stadium and leave. This kind of game, people would get up and walk. It's 2-0 down, you're thinking it's done. I can tell you now, whether I broadcast a game or watched a game as a fan when I was a kid, I never walked from a game, ever. Ever, because you never know what's coming. Wrexham now in their own half on the right side of the field. Barnett down deep into Reading territory on the edge of the box. Smith, it's Jay Rodriguez fighting for it, wants to get the corner, doesn't get it, but he's going to win the throw. I think Jay Rodriguez is quite surprised how physical and how technical League One is. In fact, he did say he was quite impressed with League One, but didn't say how. Yeah. Wrexham in the corner now. Barnett has it. Goes out for another throw. Ollie Rathbone throws it back to Ryan Barnett. Barnett now has no target. No one's looking. No one's looking. Come on, guys, wake up. You got to get in there. If you want you want to want it, you've got to show willing. Long throw, Ryan Barnett now into the edge of the box, comes in deep, edge of the box, bicycle kick on that, keeper saves it. More like it, more like it. But for a moment there, Ryan Barnett's sitting there with the ball, waiting for the throw, and there's nobody wanting it, there's no willing. He goes long. Next time, just go long. But that was a dangerous position, but another half chance on the outside. Wrexham clear cut, like the chance on the weekend for Sam Smith. We have not had a clear cut chance like that. Everything Wrexham's had tonight has been on the outside so far. I'm just being honest, not being nasty. Right side of the play now. Reading coming down the right wing. Holding that right play. Not moving any further. Just tic-tac-toe in the same zone. Just keeping that zone. Killing the clock. Looking for another opening. And give them credit. They're doing it well. Ball cannons off O'Connor. And that's going to be another corner for Reading. Reading literally have come alive since they scored that penalty. They're a different shape. It's as if someone gave them a fizzy drink and they're just popping everywhere. Different complexion to the team, totally. I know a goal gives you confidence and makes you play up, but literally, they're playing like a team that you wouldn't recognise from the first half. That's decent, and they're going to continue like that. It's Wrexham that need to feed off that and get something. Wrexham need to get something within the next 10 minutes. A goal must come in the next 10. Corner coming in from Reading, in deep, edge of the box, gets headed out. Barnett now on the edge of the box. Flag goes up. Reading offside. I am impressed with Savage on the Reading team, though. He's doing a great job. As for the crowd, yeah, the crowd has filled out quite some time. What we saw originally wasn't the greatest, but it has filled into a decent crowd. How big? I couldn't tell you. Maybe 8,000, 9,000, maybe more. Anyway, Reading now, down the left side, just on the edge of the Wrexham box. More wing play, cuts in, passes off, gets intercepted. Headed on the edge of the box. Wrexham don't get the ball back. It's still under possession. Wrexham clear it now. Sam Smith battles excellently well. Ollie Rathbone, 3 around him. Unfortunately, couldn't get the give and go. Loses the ball all the way back to the keeper. Wherever you are in the world, hello to you. Remember, love, subscribe, like the channel, join the channel for the pre-games as well before you get to the live games, and join the channel. Become part of the family, because as Phil said, and if you haven't seen it, that's Philip. Sorry, not Phil. Philip from Australia, PJ. We did a video of him that he flew 10,000 miles to watch Wrexham. Go into the Ultimate Soccer Library, a couple of videos down below, and you'll be able to see it. And Phil said he actually feels like part of the family. And I'm like, you should do, because you are part of the family. It's not BS. You're part of the family. Everybody's part of the family. Everybody talks the same way. Everybody has the same level. There's no leaders. We're all one. Anywho, Reading on the edge of their box, kicking it long, down halfway. Reading can't get it out of their box. Wrexham get possession now, halfway in their own. It's a tic-tac-toe match. It's a ping-pong ball. Everything's going so fast, you can't narrate. Ball finally over the top, on the edge of the box, after Okonkwo gathers, rolls out. Shouldn't have rolled that. Puts his guy under pressure straight away. I understand you want to get the ball flying, but man, pick your throws. Reading still in possession, in the ascendancy, full of confidence, passing the ball around. Wrexham chasing right now, and as Phil said, we've been out-battled all game. They've been faster and stronger, fully deserve a 2-goal lead. If you're a Reading fan, that's a Wrexham OG in Wrexham saying that right now. So you're willing to say, thank you? Come on, let's hear it, any Reading fans, because Reading fans, Wrexham fans are telling you, you're working 2-goal lead and you're working your asses off. Different team. This is a different team wearing blue to that in the second half. I can't say that I recognise any of these guys from the first half, but they're literally pushing Wrexham like mad all the way. Great effort there, great effort. Ball goes behind. Wrexham have a goal kick, can take a breath, and maybe Phil's going to bring somebody else on. It's going late. What do? You're 2-0 down, okay? Do you throw people at this and waste some energy for legs for the Wycombe game, or do you say go with what we've got, stick with what we got? If we get something fine, we're 2-0 down. Chances are we'll probably get 1 goal, but we're not getting 2. I'm not being defeatist. I'm just trying to be tactical and think what Phil is thinking, because he's got energy levels, injuries, all sorts of things, mojos, people being happy, people being pissed off. He's got to balance everything for everybody. So, do you throw more bodies at this game, or do you say it's done? I don't know. It's a tough question. 24 minutes to go plus added time. Do you throw more at it? I'm inclined to say go with what we got, because that will give us big guns and more for the weekend. Sam Smith, I might pull him off. I might give somebody a cameo. But if we don't get a goal in the next 5 minutes, I'd be wondering what to do next. Ball comes in the penalty area. Great header by Smith going in there. Brilliant save by the keeper. And unfortunately, it's called down, but what a great cross in by Wrexham. Header by Sam Smith, really off balance, being dragged away from the ball, gets a great header off, on target, going in. Keeper makes a brilliant save. I'll tell you what, Pereira in net made a brilliant save. Take a look at this one more time. Yeah, I mean, like I say, give Fletcher a chance. Referee's getting the card out. Pereira's been a naughty boy, taking too much time, which is really silly, really. You know, they're 2-0 up, yeah, but keeper Pereira booked for wasting time. But like I say, I think that really, I'm looking to keep the legs and keep the mojos and everything ready for the Wycombe game. Some get away from you. This did, and that was a nasty tackle there. I mean, man, oh man, what are you going 3 and 4 there, man? Just because your dad's in the crowd, Savage? Come on, son, calm down. And you'll enjoy that one, Phil. And any Wrexham fan will too that knows Robbie Savage, yeah? Watch this. Oh! He gets all that. That's an old-fashioned challenge there. Oh, love it. Savage right through Barnett. Okay, Wrexham now. Winding down time on the ball. Passing it back. Now, literally looking like Wrexham at the moment. Going wide now. Maxi Cleworth. Right side. Brings it back to centre. Matty James covered immediately by 2 guys on the ball. Now, when you look at the energy levels on this Reading team, yeah? All game long, every time we've got the ball, we've been battling 2 guys on the ball. And these young kids against some of our senior players, well, they've got lungs that just don't stop. And that's where they're winning this game. It's the youth. It's the availability to get around the field, get your legs across the field, get across the field, hassle people on the ball non-stop, and don't take a breath. These guys don't take a breath. Reading, give them credit. They've run their asses off. They deserve the 2-goal lead. They really do. They really do. But yeah, do you bring Fletcher on just to keep his legs going? Maybe get something. Here we go. Fletcher's coming on, and Longman. 20 minutes to go. Okay, that's about as much as I'd want to risk, because let's face it, Wycombe's not that far away. Another thing, tomorrow everybody gets a day off. Everybody gets a day off tomorrow, and if you're a hurting unit, then maybe you get Thursday off too. Excuse me. But yeah, Fletcher, Longman coming on. That will bolster us. But I tell you, I think it's too late. I think it needed to come about maybe 5 minutes ago. Need to get in the game, get settled. But anyhow, subs are coming in. Rodriguez is coming off. Get your fella, Kaylee. We told him, and I said it. Rodriguez is coming off. There you go. Well done. Kaylee's right again. Rodriguez off. Fletcher on. Phil got the word from Kaylee. And McLean off. Right. He's off. And Longman's on. There we go. There we go. Those are the latest changes. Quick scores. Exeter 2-0 Mansfield. Birmingham 2-0 Stevenage. Bolton 2, Bristol Rovers 2. Charlton 1, Crawley 0. Blackpool still 2-1 and we're still 2-0. And Reading clear the ball from the edge of the box to halfway. Doesn't get there. Wrexham intercept on the edge of their box. Let's see what happens. Lining up the shot. Doesn't get there. Wanted to get that shot off, but Elliot Lee just couldn't ping it off at the right time. But give him credit. He's battling away to try and get the ball back. Barnett now digging away to try and win the ball. Doesn't get it, but still battling away. Reading on the break here. Should have given him a free kick, and the referee blows it down. Again, this referee blows it down. Where's the advantage? This guy obviously does not like the advantage rule. For some reason, the referee's not initiating the advantage because Reading were clear on the break there. That could have been a third goal. If I'm Noel Hunt, I'm saying to the referee, what are you doing? Reading on the edge of the box now with the ball, looking to press one more time. Left side of the field, edge of the box. Tic-tac-toe, trying to maneuver, trying to get behind Wrexham. Very easy play at the moment. Cross coming in, edge of the box. Back heel, back into the box by Reading. Cleared. And the referee blows it down again. I believe free kick against Reading. Or is it offside? It's hard to say. Really, it's hard to say. I think it's probably an offside. Anybody listening worldwide, Wrexham, don't be down. Losing this game is not definitive of how the season's going to be. And from now to the end of the season, another 10 games, other teams are going to lose games too. So don't be down. If you're going to lose one now. Lose one now. Fine. But Wycombe's coming. Stockport's coming. And 8 games to glory. That video I'm going to release pretty soon. 8 games to glory. The video coming soon. Like and subscribe. You won't have to wonder when that's coming out, but you'll want to watch it. The 8 games to glory. It does tell a picture. It does tell a story, and not just about Wrexham, but about who's going to get the glory and the promotion. Arthur Okonkwo, in his own 6-yard box, passes out far to the right side. Hoofed forward, gets halfway in front of the penalty area. Wrexham still not trying to get the ball wide. Now it goes wide. I die of shock. It's very scrappy, and they just need to use this last 15-20 to start creating. Get the ball as fast as you can up to that front line. No more tic-tac-toe on the back line, guys. Start playing a few long balls. We've got a big man called Steve Fletcher. He can head it, and people can run on. Much better play. Interaction now. Get that cross in. Beautiful cross. Oh, great interception. That was so on the money for Sam Smith to put away. Beautiful cross. Beautiful tic-tac-toe play. That's what we need to do. Simple plays. Get the ball moving forward quicker. Get the legs pumping. Get the legs moving. That's the play. Have the ball to run onto. And I've said that about Sam Smith as well. That kind of pass forward through a defence is what Sam Smith needs to run onto. So he then just passes the ball in under the keeper. Or like he did on the weekend against Rotherham, chips it under the keeper. But he runs onto that ball. That's the kind of play that Sam needs. Yes, the crosses coming in left and right are beautiful too. But he needs to feed off the ball going through. Let the ball do the running for him. He then times the shot and releases and scores goals. Ball down the left side now. Wrexham looking to press. Will we keep it in? Longman does keep it in, but it's a foul again. There you go. Long ball. Stevie Fletcher gets the header in. Bang. We keep in the play. But we're further down the field and we've still got possession. That's what I'm talking about. Kaylee, you probably were too. "75 minutes coming up. Another yellow card coming out for time wasting. Yes, indeed. And it's a red card. Oh, my life. Now, that is harsh. That is harsh. This referee is absolutely ruining the game. The penalty, I got to say, was a little harsh on Wrexham. That there, the red, yellow, for time wasting, I think that's absolutely harsh. I don't know why the referee would do that. Why make the game come to this? Yes, 10 on 11 is a big plus for Wrexham. Jubilation, absolutely. I'm happy as a pig in shit. Cool. Of course I am. But that's real tough. And a referee now, man, you know what? You're doing yourself no favours when you do that to these teams. They've run their asses off all game long. You shouldn't be booking people like that. Unless he's done something that I haven't seen, but honestly, I think that's pretty harsh. Anyway, it's done, buried, he's off. Let's take a look. Watch this. He's got the ball, okay. Now he puts the ball down, it's because he's holding the ball, and he puts the ball down as if someone else is going to take it. Keep watching. Keep watching. Watch. See, now he walks off. That's why he gets booked. It's a little harsh, but that's why he got booked. He put the ball down, moved away as if he's taking it, and then walked away from the ball, leaving it for the keeper. So it's tough, it's harsh, but it's correct in a way. But the game is ruined. Now, looking on the advantage of this, 10 on 11 plus added time, and you're going to get a lot of added time clicked on here because he walked off slow and it took a long time for the referee to gain control of this match again. More added time coming. 13 minutes of regular time. If Wrexham get a goal now, they could salvage a draw. I can't see 3 goals. I can't see 3 goals. You might see 1. Great tic-tac-toe down the wing again. Wrexham putting on the far post. Oh, great play. 1-1. Inside. Stevie Fletcher over the bar. Not bad, not bad, not bad. But again, Wrexham now coming into what you would say a phase where they're going to storm the net. The goal needs to come fast. They're going to be coming fast up the net. But look, you saw there, Longman down the wing. Great pass inside. Fletcher should have hit it one-timer. But he takes the touch, loses the impetus, loses space, and then has to try and get around people and can't get that shot off. Give him credit, though. He's still trying to make plays. 77 minutes in. Reading, 10 men. Wrexham, 11 men. Strickland, yellow readied off. A little harsh for time wasting if you're just joining us, but he's gone. Reading, 10 men. Will they see out this 2-0? Excuse me. Well, we've got something to talk about now. Quite a bit. The second half was quite the spectacle in many ways. First half was quite the snoozer. In fact, at half time, when I took my slight break, I'm thinking to myself, that was probably one of the most quiet halves I've had. Anywho, Wrexham now storming forward. Ball over the top. Referee has whistled down the game once more. The referee has got to have a discussion. Absolutely stopped, absolutely slipped, should be out of there. I'm surprised he's still on there. It's asking a lot to go 2 minutes into top games. So yeah, Smith. I would look to take him off. I was going to do it, I would took him off then. I don't think you're getting anything by bringing anybody else on in this game. I think that what he's having done, keep the same main player on at the city. He should have absolutely won, man. Absolutely won. Should have won. Should have won. Just sorry about it. While I'm observing the referee moving around the field and his mental state of mind and his air relaxing and his composure, I think he's backed himself into a corner where he's ruined this match. And he has seen close this match quietly. But look at anything things that happen. He's going to be going by the book right now. See that? He's not cutting any control. He's slowing the cutting right down and he's doing the book referee game right now. But look at him change his match now because he ruined it before that. Look, he comes in, into the penalty area, Jackson can't through it, and here they are, comes back in the penalty area, with a fumble now. Big slap, oh man, it's so blank, so hopefully he had no rights to make that save. He's made it up with the one he didn't get, but a blank glass in front of there. Wrexham should be 3-0 down right now, and they're not. Amazing save, amazing save, amazing save, and Cole take it about. Wrexham on the edge of the red block, and come high. Here comes the Roxbury, massive good. Okay, that should be better. That should be better. Well, I tell you, people, 82 minutes to go. We've had a few mic issues, and we can't really tell you what it is. It must be something on the line or something technically away from us, because everything measures up good, guys. So, just saying. Anyway, corner in now. Wrexham, not a great corner, but it goes in close and over the bar. Goal kick for Reading. It's going to pop this bottle. Whew. Lovely. Thank you, Cody. I appreciate that, love. Awesome. I'll let you into a secret. My wife is a massive football brain too. So I'm a lucky guy like your fella. And any fella that has a lady that loves football, that's a good thing, man. It's a cool thing. But the fella has to like what the lady likes too, yeah? Just saying. But Wareham is now leaving the field for Reading, 2-0 up. 7 minutes to go. If he takes any more time, he's probably going to get a yellow card from the referee for time wasting. I've never seen a team 2-0 up get yellow cards for time wasting. I can't remember when I've seen that happen. I certainly cannot remember seeing a team 2-0 up and a guy getting sent off. That's something I've never seen before. If you've seen it before, let me know, but I haven't. Just a second. Nice one, nice one. I'm sure he does. Okay, the excitement continues. We're 2-0 down, 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes to go, and cool. A little bit too much carbon. Hey, 6 minutes to go. Wrexham coming up to the halfway line. Ball goes to the left side again. We're going to get another cross come in here. Maybe not from Longman, maybe earlier. But that extra man up is giving Wrexham all the space they need to continue going forward. Ball coming over to the right side. He's going to change that now. Match James goes left. O'Connor now to Longman. Longman slips inside, cuts it inside. Great cross. That's a great cross. Nothing on the end of it. Again, Wrexham keep possession. That one-man advantage really is working really like a treat right now. Where was this 20 minutes ago? Longman, left side, takes his man on one-on-one. Goes by, taps off, cross comes in. Headed on goal. There's a bit of a scrap on the far side. And the keeper missed it. Oh, it's open goal. And the keeper makes an amazing save. It's still open goal. And Wrexham should have got one back. Keeper out of the net. And he gets back and makes the save. Watch the replay on this one. This Pereira makes a fantastic save. I tell you, unbelievable, yes. Bit of a scrap coming up. But the ball comes in. Here's a scrap. Keeper goes out, shouldn't have gone out. Fletcher flips it over. I think it should be going in. Smithy shoots and the keeper pushes it out the net when it's going in. Great keeper, great action. I'll tell you what, that's what this game was missing in the first half. That's why it was so dull. Definitely. Absolutely. Absolutely. 4 minutes to go. 86 minutes in. Wrexham 2-0 down. Throwing coming off to Reading. It's been a fair game. It's been a fair game, guys. Honestly, might not be Wrexham's day, but it's been a fair game. We were unlucky on the penalty. Perhaps cross comes in now. Longman with his beautiful wing play doesn't get it into the box, gets intercepted. Reading playing around in their own third, gets dispossessed. That should be a free kick against Reading there. No free kick, unfortunate. Wrexham on the edge of the box now. Matty James down to Longman, far side left. Cross comes in, deep into the box, in front of the keeper. Keeper claims. Nice hands, good keeper, well done. Give you some scores quickly. Exeter City 2, Mansfield 0. Birmingham 2, Stevenage 1. Stevenage has got one back. Bristol 3-2 over Bolton. That's good for us. Well done, Bristol. That's good news for your relegation fears. Crawley 0, Charlton 1. Bad for Crawley's relegation. Blackpool 2-1 over Cambridge. Also Cambridge losing in the relegation zone 2. Cambridge are going down. Put money on it. Reading on the edge of the Wrexham box, going into the corner. Wasting time, killing that clock, and that's the way you do. That's the way you do it. Not wasting time, but use the ball. Wrexham going long, doesn't get long. Reading going all the way back to the keeper. You know what? At the end of the day, like Phil said, fair dues to Reading. They do deserve the win. You know, if we'd have got that penalty, we'd have been saying the same things that they're saying now. Like, yeah, we totally deserve it. Definitely a penalty. Well done, referee. Fantastic, yeah. And the second goal on top was just the cherry on the cake for them, yeah. Wrexham, I'll get to that in a minute, Kate. Wrexham going forward now, slides the ball through beautifully. Cross comes in, but gets to no one. Still alive, though, still alive. Wrexham still has on the far side. Longman now, one-on-one on the edge of the box. Passes off. Another pass off. We're going to go wide again, and it comes to nothing. And as Kaylee says, Phil should have put on the old age pensioners on earlier, and that's old age pensioners is British for seniors in North America. So Kaylee says Phil should put the pensioners on earlier. I think she's probably right. Anyway, Wrexham still have the ball on the edge of the box, looking to get down the left side. Longman has it again. Cross comes in. Anybody on the end of it? Yes, there is. It goes just over the bar. Unfortunate. Not bad, Stevie Fletcher. Goal kick, Wrexham. Stevie must have had something done to his man bun. It's not flapping around like a sail. Maybe that's a new bit of fashion, but the bun is not come undone. But I do like Fletch. I think he gives us a bit of a dynamic. Ball now long, halfway into Wrexham's territory. Miscontrolled, goes all the way, looking to get forward eagerly down that left side. It's not happening. Ball goes to the left side, but it's not going further. Now it is. Now it's a break down the middle. Going left, it is. Longman now puts the cross in. No, he doesn't. Gets intercepted one more time. Foul coming up against Wrexham. Free kick, Reading on their own box. 89 minutes. We're literally at 90 minutes. And if you're looking for added time, maybe 3 to 4, but I can't see much more than that. But maybe when you think about the situation with the red card situation, maybe we're looking at maybe 4 to 5. Let's see what the board says after the substitution. One more substitution coming in. We'll see what happens. Scores on the doors. Exeter 2, Mansfield 0. Birmingham 2, Stevenage 1. Bristol 3, Bolton 2. Crawley still losing 1-0, but they don't want to be. Blackpool beating Cambridge 2-1 still, and they don't want to be. And Wrexham still losing 2-0, as you know, against Reading. And again, you have to say, they are worthy of the 2-0 win. You have to be fair, and you have to be... I always say this much when I was playing or coaching professionally. It's a case of you win with class. but you lose with grace. Always instilled that. Every team I played on. You win with class and you lose with grace. Anyway, coming down to the final seconds. Let's see what's going on. Wrexham now looks like a bit of a coming together on the edge of the box, and there's two guys in a bit of pain there. Kick the ball out, my friend, and the ball's just been kicked out. Yeah, someone's in pain now. I think is it Ryan Barnett? Is it Ryan Barnett down? And it looks like it could be something nasty. It looks like he's in quite a bit of pain. Ryan doesn't fake it. I'm thinking it's Ryan. And Garcia from Reading is down as well. So when we see the replay, we'll know what happened. But hold the clock there. He's literally holding his thighs together, lying on the turf like you can see. And if he's not moving towards his knees, sometimes either a back pain injury. Watch this. Okay, it's as they come down. I think it's his knee or his ankle. Watch. Oh, it's his ankle. It's his ankle. You can see. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it. You can see it. He don't want to touch it. He don't want to touch it. Yes, you can see it. You can see it. It's his ankle. I'm thinking it's his ankle. Oh, that could be a sore one. It's his ankle or his knee. But his ankle, his foot went blip in the turf. It like went in there and it sprung. So he came down and he landed badly. Now that landing badly on your ankle can do your knee in, but it could do your ankle too. Something's painful there. Yeah, we're gonna have to see what's happening here. Garcia's walking around okay, and I'm glad to say I'm glad to see that. Let's see what Ryan's doing because okay, so that makes me feel good. Him walking like that makes me feel 1,000 times better because honestly, the way he landed, and the way he was riling, and the way he didn't want to touch that foot, you could see him gingerly go, "Oh no, oh I thought that was something chronically bad." I did ligaments, and it took me out for my ankle ligaments. It took me out for 6 weeks. It was worse than the break because it takes an eternity for ligaments to heal. Anyway, coming down to it, we've got 7 minutes added time. If I didn't say before, we're 3 minutes into it, but I'm sure that's going to go a bit longer, seeing as we've just had a delay again. So 7 minutes planned. It could go longer. I'll try and keep you abreast of what it is. But Wrexham now on the halfway line, looking to go forward. Reading quite happy to defend. Ryan Barnett is running on there with a limp, and ball on the edge of the box with Wrexham. Hoofed out, but Ryan Barnett is running with a limp. That running and that limp of style of running tells me he's got a knock, and how severe it is, we'll see. Sometimes it's better to get him off. We'll wait and see what happens. Sometimes running it off, getting it warm again, helps it to be okay. But he'll have a freeze bag on that tonight, no doubt about it. And he might be in the hot bath in the morning. Cross coming in now. Wrexham on the edge of the box, coming in. Taps it off. No shot. Ball goes back wide. Longman now looking to get it in. Does get it in, but easy for the keeper. And down to ground in his own 6-yard box. Pereira hangs on one more time. If I could see that accident again, or that landing again from Ryan Barnett, I would be talking a bit more with purpose on it. But I think you're going to see a hobbling Barnett leaving the field because he's still not 100%. He's doing bravely, doing great. Now maybe he's warming it up and getting it better right now, but and he's been hit again. I mean, how many times does this guy need hacking down tonight? That's young Savage, man. Come on, no need for that. Even Phil's off his line about it. He's like, man, he's looking at Noel. He's like, what are you doing? Exactly. Phil just gave Noel Hunt a piece of his mind there about that tackle on Barnett from Savage. I like Savage, don't get me wrong. Love the kid. But when a guy just gets hit, like Barnett just did, you leave him alone. Anyway, free kick. 95 minutes gone. Right side of the field, outside the box. Ball coming in now. Goes to the centre spot, headed in. There's a toss-up for the ball. It looks like it's going out for a corner. Is it going for a corner? No, it's not. Cleworth keeps it in. That should be a corner, but it's given as a goal kick. Should be a corner, but given as a goal kick. Maxi Cleworth not so happy, and he shouldn't be. And he's wearing the captain's armband. As far as I can see, I think Max Cleworth has been given the captain's armband. My eyes might deceive me, but I think that's what I just saw. Charlie Savage indeed did get a yellow card for that, by the way. So he didn't get away with it. Ball now long into Wrexham territory from the goal kick. Hitting the halfway line now. It's going all the way back. But Reading now going long down the left side into play. Throw into Wrexham. 97 minutes on the clock nearly. Ball just in front of the Wrexham penalty area. Moving forward now. Comes over to the right side. Just inside the halfway now. Ryan Bryant on the wing. Down the wing now. Some wing play. One-on-one now. Barnett cuts inside. Passes the ball down to the right. Maxi Cleworth now on the ball. Cleworth now to Barnett. Barnett now comes inside. Puts an in-swinger in. Great ball! Cleworth! Oh! Great ball. I tell you what, Mo Farrell gets on the end of it. Great cross. If he was softer with his noggin, if he headed that softer, chances is it's 2-1. And that's the chance. Great ball in by Ryan Barnett. And Mo Farrell just too much on it. If he just gets a tap, just the tiniest tap, it takes it out of reach of the keeper. Unfortunately, that could have been the moment for the goal. 98 minutes coming up. 7 minutes of added time. We're literally a minute over the 7 minutes. How much more has the referee got for us? Mo Farrell battles with the ball, goes nowhere. Reading launch it over halfway into Wrexham territory. Wrexham get possession. 2-on-5 in favour of Wrexham. Reading just took a dive. I tell you what, that's pretty weak. That's pretty weak. Reading taking the ball out to the right side of the field, and he just looks like he falls on the ball and gets a free kick. There cannot be much left on the clock. Again, on the scoreline, you've got to say yes. Scrub out the penalty. Reading still have a goal in the game. So yes, they definitely deserve what they've got. But again, talking points. The referee sending the Strickland off. Was it absolutely necessary? The penalty. Was it necessary to give that penalty? Wrexham coming down the left wing now. Looking to break inside. He does break inside. Doesn't get the free kick. Should have got a free kick, but doesn't. Reading now, off the line with the ball, going to the right wing. Keeps it in play. Reading holding the ball, quite happy to hold the ball and kick downfield back to their own half and waste a couple of seconds. Quite happy to hold the ball and kick downfield back to their own half and waste a couple of seconds. Killing the clock. And I can see the referee blowing not too long now. Reading on the ball halfway, kick it into Wrexham's half. No one's chasing down, killing the clock. And that ball goes all the way back to Arthur Concrete in his own half. Noel Hunt, the Reading coach, is still going ballistically mad, still eager to get his boys working. And you know what? Power to him. Reading undefeated in 9 after this game. Phenomenal. Undefeated in 9. And there it is. Final whistle. The game is done. And yeah, Phil, I agree with you. Let's hope for better on Saturday. See you then. Absolutely. Where you go, Phil. Thank you, Katie. Really enjoyed you being here, and I'm sure you're feeling it too. Thanks for being here too. And everybody else still online, we're going to go through the live scores. Big up to you. And we're going to go through the live scores and talk a little about the game and give everybody the details about what happened if you didn't catch everything in. So at full time, guys, you've got to say 2-0 to Reading. It is what it is. A penalty on 51. Harvey Nibbs puts it away. Arthur Okonkwo didn't even get close to it. Wasn't able to. It was a great little go the other way, go the wrong way if you wish. And then literally 4 minutes later, Lewis Wing puts it in 2-2 and game done. There would be a red card later in the game. Michael Strickland on 75. He gets sent off. 10 on 11 for the last 15 plus 7 minutes added time. Wrexham went close a few times, could have got a goal here or there, but eventually it didn't work out. It wasn't to be, and I did say before this game it would be a 1-0 goal either way, or scrub out the referee's penalty, because for me it wasn't. The scoreline should be 1-0 to Reading. They played a very good game, as did Wrexham. But now let's take a look at some of the other things around the league, like scores and where the league stands right now. But again, like, subscribe, guys. Join the channel anytime you will. It's always a blast. I love the live games. But the first half, describing the game. If you're just getting in, 2-0 to Reading over Wrexham. But the first half was flatter than the flattest pancake, for entertainment's sakes. It was a battle of attrition. Reading quite comfortable to be on the ball, spraying it around the back line, making no moves forward, just looking to pick that pass. And I'm telling you now, they did their homework down the left side of Wrexham's team defence. They went left side all game long. And then they changed it and went just right side, pretty much the second half. But they didn't need to go down the right side too long at all, because early in the second half, the goal comes through from the penalty spot. When you look at the replay, you'll ask yourself, was it a penalty? I'm adamant that it's on the line. And I think the referee sees what he sees and gives the call in good faith. But I'm quite sure that that was just a free kick on the edge of the box, because it's the player's inertia, momentum, that takes him into the box off the challenge. That's what I'm saying. Please tell me I'm wrong downstairs, or please tell me what you think downstairs, making a comment. But that's where that starts. Then the second goal, you've got to say, Wrexham didn't really have time to react. The ball wasn't really cleared away from the front of the defensive line, went across the penalty box, and before you knew it, it gets smashed into the bottom corner by Wing. Arthur Conqueror can't get down there. 6'7" giant. It takes a day and a half for that tree to fall. He couldn't get down quick enough. He did get down fast, but just couldn't get there. Then 75 minutes in, Strickland's got a free kick, just a kick away from the edge of his penalty area. A formality. He lines up the free kick as if to kick it away. And then he walks past the ball after being by the ball for, I would say, at least anywhere from 5 to 7 seconds, making it look like he was going to play that free kick upfield. The referee was waiting for him to do so, and on Strickland walking away from the ball, the referee acted immediately. And I think at the time, I'm not saying the referee was sure that Strickland was on a yellow, but the referee marched up to Strickland, banged out the yellow card for time wasting. And then, when he's checking his cards, he's realised he's done it once, and then gets the red card out, not straight away. There's a little pause, gets the red card out, and then bang, you're gone. Pretty tough on Strickland, but the letter of the law, the referee was right. The referee was right. I thought at the time it sort of changed the complexion of the game for the wrong, but I have to commit. The referee made the right call. He made the right call. Putting 10 on 11 was the right thing to do. And at the end of the day, Wrexham came alive and had chances to have gotten a goal, at least one goal. Had they got a goal early, I'm quite sure this might have ended as a 2-2, but it wasn't to be. Now, talking about other things, scores on the doors are through. League standings as it is right now. I'm just going to hit the refresh, because you know what? Things do change, don't they? But again, give Reading credit. They're worth what they did. And hey, taking on Wrexham and beating Wrexham like they did, fair dues, fair plays. That's not wanting to update for some reason, guys. So I'm going to go back onto this one. Scores on the doors what I can give you. There we go. I'm going to hit that one more time. I love these things when they don't want to play fair. Right, okay. Final scores. Exeter 2, Mansfield 0. Nigel Clough, Mansfield. Are they going to slip back into another losing streak? Are they going to get close to that relegation streak? It might not matter, because the bottom 4 teams are just failing every week. Burton Albion has a chance of escaping. But I got to say, Shrewsbury, Cambridge, Burton, Crawley, they all look like they're the 4 to go down. So Mansfield may well slip down even further. But it might not worry them at all. And if they survive, mission. That's the mission. Mansfield this season is to survive in League One. Remember, promoted from League Two last year? Mission, survive. But Nigel Clough is having a torrid time at the moment. Birmingham City 2-1 over Stevie is beautiful, got to say again. Win number 25 for Birmingham. Loss number 14 for Stevenage. Tough times. Bristol got that win. That's helping their relegation fears. Yes, 3-2 over Bolton. And that does Wrexham a little bit of favours because it pushes Bolton a little bit further down. Remember, recently, Bolton's had some decent form. But Bristol winning 3-2 on the day. Charlton do win 1-0 at Crawley Town. Bad news for Crawley. They were looking to get something there to ease the relegation battle. It's going to be a long season. Blackpool do beat Cambridge, so Cambridge, no disrespect, United fans, but I can't see you surviving. I really can't. I think your day is done. You're going back to League Two that you won back in 2021. Yeah, and Reading 2-0 over Wrexham. We all know about that now. Looking at the table, let's bring her up right now. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Birmingham's still on top, and I'd say you're looking to the weekend. I wouldn't expect anything to be any different. Just a couple of things now. The home form for Reading was 11-3-3. It's now 12-3-3. Go and have a look at Wrexham's home form. This is what Wrexham came up against today. So when you look at this loss on the season, loss number 8, this was not one of those losses that got away from Wrexham. Not at all. Your penalty can change each game, any game for any team. It's what happens after that. And what happened after that is that Reading got the second goal straight away and sealed the game, shut it down, and literally did nothing else but play defensively and casually and got the 3 points. Moving to Saturday, as we close this one down. What happened tonight will spur the lads on against Wycombe. It's another away day. Away days have not been our friends lately, but don't forget, we just won 4 back-to-back. And I did say it's pretty tough to get 5 wins on the bounce, and we didn't. But don't be down. Wycombe is big enough of a motivator for this club. Don't kid yourself. And sometimes it's not your day. Well, maybe Wycombe on the weekend will be Wrexham's day. But until we get there, we won't know. But take the adversity right through with it. And remember, this is a loss. Moving forward, coming to the next game, Wycombe, and Stockport after that. Before these 3 games, I would have said, if you could have given me 4 points out of these 3, I'd be quite happy. I expected to lose one of these 2 games, whether it be Reading or Wycombe. And I expected to win the game against Stockport at the Stockade House coming up. So if you could have given me 4 points out of these next 3 games, I'd have been quite happy. We've lost a game, but there's still time to get 4 points in the next 2 games. That, to me, should be the goal. That will keep us in 3rd. That will keep us close to Wycombe. And the 1 point that I want to see is that we get the 1 point in the next match at Wycombe. That's all I'm saying. So there's no reason to be down. And as I said in the pre-game, this game will not define the season. The next game will not define the season. And as long as we stay close to Wycombe, as we have done all season, that's the mission. Because with the 8 games to glory coming straight after the Stockport match, that's what I've been talking about at least for the last 3 months. And it's going to happen. And it's coming off. And we're getting closer to it. And I could not be able to talk about 8 games to glory if Wrexham were not sitting 3rd and having a great season. So again, I'll finish this right now. The loss is the loss, but don't be down. I hope you enjoyed every minute of this. And so everybody that interacted, the great things you said, and fellas having women that know football is a priceless thing, yes? But next game, Wycombe on the weekend. Another live commentary. Get ready for the post game as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Sitting on the table, 82, 68, and 68. That's your top 3. Birmingham on 82, Wrexham on 68, Wycombe 68, Charlton 63, Stockport 62, and Bolton on 60. That's your top 6. But until we get to Saturday, get in the pre-game, like, subscribe, hit all the notifications as you can and get ready for the next match, because we've been waiting for Wycombe for a very long time, and it's right on the doorstep now. Get ready for it. I've had a fun time today. I hope you have too, guys. We'll see you in the next show. Cheers, and remember, don't be down. I mean, I'm looking at the table right now, and you know what? We're sitting third. Would you think we would be third before the season started? That's what I'm saying. Sitting third. I'm quite happy. Have a great night. Have a great day. Enjoy what you're doing. Come back for the pre-game. Send the channel some love. Like, subscribe, hit all notifications. Cheers, guys.